Active recall is one of the best study techniques and is also evidence-based. Now in this video, I will be going over what is active recall, how can we use it to study, and what are some note-taking methods that fit with active recall technique. Now, what is active recall? Well, active recall is simply actively retrieving information from your brain that you wish to master, that you wish to learn. Instead of rereading or highlighting, which are two passive and less effective methods, in active recall, we actively retrieve the information from our brain by answering questions. Now, those questions might be posed by ourselves or might be posed by the instructor. The point is that those questions are asking us to define a word, describe a process, or explain why something occurs. In active recall, you're making the effort to remember specific information, and you're also organizing your thoughts around the topic so that you can explain it very concisely. Now let's move on to some ways in which we can use active recall for studying. So some of these ways involve explaining the answer to yourself, whether it's silently or aloud. Aloud is recommended, and in that way you know where your information gaps are and where you need to do extra review. This can also involve filling in missing information from a table, a graph, a diagram, or a chart. It also involves problem solving, so giving yourself enough time to think through what might be the answer and how you would arrive there before looking at the solution. Now, with the effort that active recall requires, it is better to study in short, intense time periods rather than long and distracted study sessions. Now, as a little bonus, I want to include a short description of what spaced repetition is and how it can be used in conjunction with active recall. So all spaced repetition means is that the concepts that you are less comfortable with, that you review those concepts more frequently than the concepts that you are more comfortable with. And so in this way, used in combination with active recall, maybe you're answering flashcard questions, is that the flashcards that you feel are very easy and very, that you understand them very well, those will move to the back of your stack. And then the flashcards that you're like really not sure on, that you have a lot of hesitance on, those will be moved to the front. And you'll keep reviewing those more frequently until they become more comfortable, right? And then they can get a place later in the queue. And then you just repeat this cycle. If you enjoyed this video, you probably want to check out these other two.